Today, we're going to explore information, or metadata, as I like to call it. Metadata is the data that's already existing in the file that we need to find a method to extract. In my opinion, if there is still information missing or questions that needed to be asked about a file, it's not complete. And it really shouldn't even leave the art room until this information is there. What we're going to do in this, we're going to explore two little things. First of all, recoloring artwork, and second, a script to publish the information that we've saved. So we'll go straight into this artwork here. This artwork is typical of artwork that we receive. It's been kindly and unknowingly donated by Adam from Thunderhouse Prints, so thanks for that, Adam. This might be a bad way to find out I'm using your artwork, but I'm not printing it, I'm just showing it for display. So what we've got here, inside this file, we can see that this red that I've selected, if we highlight the actual swatch, we can see, get it to pick up, this yellow here. We can see from the yellow, it is just a CMYK mix, a process colour. It's not a named swatch. To name that swatch, I'd have to go File, Select, Same Fill Colour, into Swatch, rename the swatch. We have now some shortcuts available. So what I do now is, first of all, we will go into creating a new template, File, New from Template, and this is mine that I've created from before. It's got all my information on it that I need, typical output, I know the size, I've got a center line, left chest, right chest, crosses, and my box where I'm going to populate it. Now you can all talk about this forever if you like, but registration crosses, if we're using CTS, we don't really need them anymore. They're a bit of a comfort blanket. First thing we do is tape them off. But if I remove them, the printers cry. Information box, in my opinion, it's too big and it's in the wrong place. I'd much rather it run down this left-hand side here where I can just put one piece of tape on it and it's done, it'll never leak. We can have too much furniture on the screens, if I'm completely honest. So what we will do is we'll take our artwork, select it, copy it, and paste it into our template. Position it where we need it to be, center, chest, 6.32 fingers down from the collar. Another debate I'm not going to get into. And then what we're going to do is we're going to name these colors. So the quick and dirty way to do this, here, Recolor Artwork. Select Recolor Artwork. Make sure you've got the advanced Recolor Artwork dialog ticked, otherwise it doesn't look like this. And then what we'll do is we're going to say, right, all these colors that you found, compare them to a library. In this case, Pantone Solid Coated. Don't ask me how I got it. You work your own way around that. And what we do now is that's it. If we look at the swatch palette here on the right-hand side, we can see that it's been populated with Pantones. So these are all the Pantones now that are going to be used in this job. It's a quick and dirty way to do it. So watch for tones, watch for half tones, but for a way to get a good sort of conversion to spot colors, and you can change these at any point, you can relabel them. This is a really quick, dirty way to do it. So what I'm going to do now is take this information. I would normally just keep typing the word Pantone in here. Oh God, I get sick of writing that Pantone. So what we've got is a script. What is a script? A script is a set of recorded actions. Unlike Photoshop actions or even Illustrator actions, these are intelligent. These are, if this equals this, then do this, which is a great way of performing repetitive tasks. Anything we're doing more than once, we really should be looking at automating it with a script. So we go into here, we go File, Scripts, Palm Print Metadata Script. This is the script I've written specifically for this customer because they want to present the data in a certain way, but it can be adapted to anything. If we run this script, the first thing it does is ask me, what do you want to call this job? What am I writing on all the films? Okay, we'll call the job 20p. Design number, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's imaginative, isn't it? Right, it's found the highlight. What mesh do I want? Okay, I want to put my highlight on a 77. And where do you want to put it? Okay, I want to put it 8th, last in the list. Print the white last. Okay, what mesh do you want for 179? So for the 179, I'm going to use a 77. I want it to be quite bright. And I actually want this to be close to my flash. So a 177, and print order, I'm going to put it in position number 6 because I'm going to flash it. So I know it wants to go there. Okay, 2768, that's my dark blue that I find in my logo. So where do I want that? Well, I actually want that first in the line because it's dark and it's not going to get stepped on. So mesh first is I'm going to put it on a 90. I know I can get it. And what position do I want to print it in first? Okay. What mesh do I want for the 3115? This is light blue here. So I'm actually going to drop that onto a 77 as well. And where do I want to print that? Well, the 3115 is going to keep really bright. So I'm going to put that in position number 7. 575. So the 575 is a greeny colour. And I'm going to put that early on in the print order. So that's going to go on a 90, this one. And it's going to go in position number 2. 664, what mesh do I want for that? 664, I can see here's a grey colour. And that one I'm actually going to print in position number 3. And I'm going to put that on a 90 as well. So 90 mesh, and it's going to be in position number 3. Okay, what mesh for 709? 709 is the pinky colour, again quite bright, so I want a 77 for that, keep the brightness. And I've got multiple sort of flashes available to me. So print order, where would I want to put this in? I'm going to put this in position number 4. Okay, mesh for 7408, that is going to be a 90 as well. Position in the print order, that's going to be 5. Okay, so that's done. What that's done is taken my information of my named spot colours, and it's populated here in my box. Design number 1234, written in registration, so it appears on every separation. Date created, written on every separation. Design name, Tony P. And here I've got my Pantones. It's created a label inside a layer called spot colour labels. And if we dig deep into here, we can pull out these. So Pantone 7408 is written in Pantone 7408, so therefore it separates. The mesh count is also written in that colour, so that separates. So although these are all jumbled up in here, they're set to overprint, so each one will just naturally appear in a black box like this. And we've got all these in here. We've got that's on the 77. The Pantone 664, again on the 77. And corresponding with that, inside the spot count, is 8, written in registration. And the print order, inside here, that matches the 7408, that matches the 709. So they're all corresponded. The position in which we print them, the colour that they're getting printed into, so the label, and the mesh count that they get printed onto. So all my information's there now. All I have to do now is press print. Press print and this job is done. It goes to the RIP, and the RIP looks for name spot colours. Those name spot colours all get printed with the information on the artboard, and that's it, we're done. What used to take a long time when we were producing Pantones and everything else and writing the word Pantone is now completely done. It's finished. I press print now and that comes out all sorted, all done.